Well, thank goodness we're making it through the month of April finally. It's been unbelievably tumultuous, transformative, lots of tears, lots of struggle, lots of craziness for everyone. We're getting through it. May should be considerably better. That being said, I've had so many requests for this information about what's going to happen in the presidential election, what's going to happen when Israel and Gaza. I already commented on this, but I thought it'd be a good time to respond to some of these emails and have a little bit of a teachable moment. Because when it comes to predictions, something I learned a good 30 years ago was that the person receiving the prediction has a lot of influence over what happens. And I found this because if you tell someone they're going to get a job and all they do is sit in their house or apartment and do no job searching activities, they're not going to realize the potential in their energy. And the way I read, whether it's individually, collectively, or any other way, is for the highest level of energy that is available to happen in a situation, if it's not already a fixed event. So um, I say that because all of you guys who are worrying, I'm telling you, you're not helping anything. If you're afraid of something happening, stop worrying. You might as well be praying for something negative to happen. And most often we need to develop our own relationship to life itself so that we can be in a state of appreciation and gratitude for what is rather than freaking out for what isn't. And I don't know how many times I've said this to you guys. I wrote a whole book about it called The Energy of Abundance. I've done probably 2,000 radio shows. I've interviewed hundreds of people on the topic. I'm constantly posting all over social media about high vibration frequencies, but it seems to fall on deaf ears. All I can say to you is if you want something to happen that really matters to you, stop worrying about it. Detach from it. That's all I can say to you. That being said, you've flooded my inbox. Many of our sessions I'm dealing with this. So let me say once again, the presidential election in the United States, as of today, April the 26th, 2024, I still wholeheartedly expect the incumbent president, Joe Biden, to maintain that office for at least 2 years. Although his challenger, Donald Trump, has enormous support, and there's plenty of animosity towards Joe Biden for all kinds of things and reasons, not the least of which is incredible inflation and interest rates and all the like. Um, Donald Trump's energy is like a lead balloon. He may have the most loyal and devoted followers available on this planet, but his own energy is sabotaging his process. So he's no different than anybody else who has a creative process. If we sabotage ourselves into the ground, we're not going to be able to rise up, plain and simple. So nothing has changed in that regard. I'm not going to look at the presidential election again until after the presidential election, and then I'll make commentary like I always do. With regard to the Israeli Palestinian conflict, it actually plays into the presidential election because these are power struggles at play and history at play. And I think the incumbent president is very well aware that if a solution is not reached and something doesn't change dramatically in that region, he's going to really face an enormous ordeal getting reelected. Okay, so all these things are kind of tying together at the same time. They weren't at the beginning, but they are now. Everything becomes political at some point, it seems. So that's that on the global scale. That's how I feel about it. That's how I see it. It's not my political point of view. My political point of view is I believe in energy and I believe in how energy works and I believe in magnetism. I don't believe in politicians. I believe in how energy works and with the relationship to consciousness. So, yeah, there you go. And about April, we made it through. May is going to be much better for us. There's still some residue of things to come, but overall, just so much more space. We can actually enjoy the fruits of our labor. And those of you who've been looking for a job, that's going to be a real good manifestation month for those of you who've been doing your work. All right. I hope you guys find this helpful. Talk to you soon.